Shalom, brother. All right, down here, taking a quick, a little bit of a rest and get a swig of water. Well, I would have if I brought some. I forgot my water. Dad burn it, guys. But that's all right, you know. I'm not that far from home. Really. Got plenty of water right there. I don't plan on drinking it, though. Probably a good idea not to drink that water, Brother Rob. Man, I've been thinking about the book of Esther and about Mordecai. And guys, if you haven't read the book of Esther, man, it is such a good story. There is so much in there to unpack. But I was thinking specifically about Mordecai. And Mordecai, he was a bit of a character. It says that he sat at the gates of this city, at the citadel, in sackcloth and ashes, and he was pleading for his people, trying to get their freedom and all. And day after day, man, people walked by this man. Could you imagine? There was probably people walk by this prophet of the Lord and him in sackcloth and ashes, begging people to turn to repentance and treat each other right. And I imagine that people looked at him and said, "Get a job, you filthy bum." They probably looked at him, and just even his own people, probably the ones that he was fighting for, probably looked at him. It's kind of crazy. And why are you doing this? Why do you keep provoking the king? Like, every time you don't bow to Haman, you're getting us extra work put on us. Like, would you just please stop? I can imagine it's what they was doing. Little did those folks know that Mordecai was out there to make it better for all of them. But anyway, he did this day after day for Lord knows how long. And this was Mordecai and Haman. Haman got upset. Haman got real upset because of all the people in the land after it was made a law to bow to Haman. Haman was the second in command. He was right up there. He was all chummy with the head king, with the main man over it, you know. He was all chummy and he could get things done. And he got a little butt hurt. Lord, y'all forgive me. Y'all know Brother Rob's a little bit crude. I didn't have no raising. I'm trying to learn. But Haman got mad because he made a decree, they made it law, that everybody in the land was supposed to bow to Haman. And Mordecai wasn't bound to no one but the one true almighty living God, the Most High, Adonai. And so this really ticked Haman off, man. So, you know what, like I said, Haman, hey, he had this... he had a lot of pull in the legal realm. You know, he was second in command. He made up a lot of the rules and all. And so this ticked old Haman off, man. It's ticked old Haman off. So here Haman gets mad. Mordecai won't bow to me, and he's supposed to. It is the law, and I said so. So here he goes marching up to the king. And I just imagine the whole time he's kicking and marching up to the castle, and I imagine the whole time he's going, "That Mordecai, I'll get him." Well, little did Haman know that the whole time he was having this skiff with Mordecai, the king was going through his records. And he had his records keeper in there, and they were going through all the records. Well, just so happened, it's a coincidence, right? No, there's no coincidences with God. Right when all this was going on with Haman, the king figures out that Mordecai had done something really good for the king to save his life, but nothing had ever been done for him. And nothing had ever been done nice for Mordecai for saving the king's life. And the king was like, "Oh, well, we need to fix that." And so the king was sitting there trying to figure out what nice to do for Mordecai, the man that Haman was upset with for not bowing to him. And so here Haman busts in right about this time, about to tell the king all about all the things old Mordecai done. He won't bow to me. And before Haman could say a word, the king said, "Haman, my most trusted advisor," he said, "if the king was going to honor someone in the land, what say ye? what would you do for someone that you would want to honor in the land? Well, immediately, Haman, so full of himself and prideful, thinking he's just all that in a bag of tater chips, he immediately started getting puffed up because he couldn't think of anybody in the land that that deserved to be honored more than himself. Because, you know, he's biscuits and gravy, man. He's all that according to himself, right? So he forgets about Mordecai and starts getting puffed up, and he starts thinking about, oh, the king wants to honor me. And so he starts telling the king all the wonderful things that he would have done for that man who deserved honor in the town. He said, I'd get the best horse in the land, and I would drape beautiful robes over that horse, and I would drape robes over the man that you want to honor, and I would cover him in jewels, and then I would lift him up on the horse and have him trot around the town and be paraded for the whole town to see and honor this man. And the king looked at him and said, that is a wonderful idea. That is a wonderful idea. He said, as a matter of fact, the man that I have in mind to honor is Mordecai. And what I would like for you to do is go get all those things and do all that good stuff for Mordecai. Now, could you imagine the look on Mordecai's face when the person that just left really ticked off and mad and trying to get him to bow, trying to get him to refuse and deny his God, trying to get a prophet of the Lord to deny the Most High God. And then the man comes back with the beautiful horse and all the robes and all the jewels, and he hoists Mordecai up on that horse. And Haman is the one that leads the horse, parades him around town, and all this happened in the blink of an eye. 1 minute Mordecai was out begging for his people's lives. The next minute, he was being paraded around by his enemy. Guys, take that lesson, take it to heart, and just know that if you're being attacked for being a Christian, if you're being attacked for loving the Lord and not bowing down to the Hamans of this world, and you feel like it's all going to hell in a handbasket, and you feel like you're down to your last pair of sackcloth and ashes, and you've done all the begging you can do, and you're about to give up in despair, guys, right then is the moment everything's going to change, man. It's all going to change in the blink of an eye. You're going to go from begging in the gates of the citadel to riding that beautiful horse covered in jewels. All right, God's going to reveal who we are, guys. Guys, we're going to shine like glory. All right. This traffic's getting crazy. The school, it's time for all the workers and all the kids get where they need to be and everything. So I need to get up and get moving and get out of the street. Shalom, shalom, guys. This has been a longer video, and I'm going to start cutting longer videos because I feel like this channel needs to be more dedicated to Jesus Christ. We can still keep our exercise and our good morning routines, but we need to, I'm adding more Jesus into it, man, because I need my iron sharpened. All right. If this helped you, if you like this story, I got, the Bible's full of them and I love them. So, all right, I'm going to get moving. Shalom, shalom. Let's get it.